Welcome to the Tony&AMUSEMent channel. Enjoy the show. Glad you can make it. If not, you can always listen to this. Go ahead, amusement. Had enough? What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Tony Real the God.
And I'm Amusement. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. We're back with another one, right? So, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have heard about the rivalry between PlayStation and Xbox and Sony, all that kind of shit like that. I mean, y'all see the title, you know. So we're pretty much just here today. We're going to talk about the history of the PlayStation versus Xbox rivalry. Sony versus Microsoft consoles.
Xbox and PlayStation.
Now, this rivalry, y'all, has been going on for 2 decades. All right?
Yes.
And what did you say, Amusement? They were thinking about doing what together?
They're thinking about putting it together, like teaming up. Because I think Nintendo's teaming. Nintendo's like thinking of something. Don't know.
Okay. Well, sounds good to me. So, me and your boy Tony and Amusement, we have a video to show y'all. Now, hopefully we won't get copywritten for this damn video.
Hopefully. We put a lot of time into these videos.
Yes. And you know what I mean? But I did see that the video was on another YouTuber's channel, so we should be good. We should be good. That's where I got the video from, y'all. I didn't get it from the actual gaming corporation company channel, because they have a channel as well on YouTube. So hopefully we can play the audio and the video. Hopefully we don't get a copyright, because if so, then I would have to take it down, and then, you know, we'd have to do the video all over again.
All this hard work would be fucking wasted.
Exactly. So, y'all, we don't want to talk too much, y'all. Is there anything else you want to add, Amusement, before we show the clip?
No, let's get to the clip, my guy.
Let's go, y'all. Y'all ready? Here we go, man. So, y'all enjoy the clip, and we will be back with the show. Well, with our remarks. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's been on everyone's mind whether there's a new console war. What are the exclusives? Which system has the best graphics? It's been as hotly contested as PC versus Mac. We're talking about the Sony PlayStation versus the Microsoft Xbox. The two tech giants have been at odds with one another for nearly 2 decades, ever since Microsoft decided to throw its hat into the video game console ring with the Xbox. Microsoft has served as the underdog, always in PlayStation's shadow, but they still pose a threat to Sony's long-standing seat on the throne as the #1 game console company. How did this rivalry begin exactly? And how has it waged on throughout the years during each of the last 3 generations? The history of this rivalry must begin with how these two titans began in the first place. Sony was already deep into the video game industry before Microsoft, as they started way back in the late 80s. The man who would later be dubbed the father of the PlayStation was one Ken Kutaragi, who was a manager at Sony's software engineering department. The console that would make him famous actually started as a joint venture between Sony and Nintendo. The two companies were going to create a CD-ROM add-on for the Super Famicom, Japan's Super Nintendo. It was kept tightly under wraps by Nintendo, but Sony unveiled the project in June 1991. However, not a day later, Nintendo announced it would be breaking its ties with Sony, opting to go with Philips instead to make the Philips CDI. Already, PlayStation's conception was born in revenge and scorned deals. While that is where Sony began, the first PlayStation would be released in 1994 and would mark Sony's first console in a long line that would make Sony one of the most recognizable names in the video game industry. While Sony was enjoying a lofty career with the success of the PlayStation and eventual PS1, a smaller version of the first PlayStation, the turn of the millennium was the dawn of a new era with Microsoft. The year was 1999, and and in that year, the PlayStation 2 was announced, years before any competitor would make an announcement on a new console. Today, we know the PlayStation 2 as perhaps the most well-known Sony console in their lineup for having an expansive library of games that was still selling well into the next generation of consoles after it. It was surely the console to beat for Nintendo, and during this time, another company would throw their hat into the ring. Microsoft announced they would be entering the console market with their debut product, the Xbox. While the Xbox did well in America due to the brand power of Microsoft and smash hits like Halo Combat Evolved, the Xbox did very poorly in the international market, which was dominated by Nintendo and Sony at the time. It wouldn't be until the Xbox 360 that Microsoft would have a console that could go toe-to-toe with Sony. To do this, Microsoft underwent a metamorphosis of sorts to redesign the console from the ground up, not only giving it more power and HD graphics, but also a softer, lighter design that would be more appealing to the Japanese and international markets, which was a top priority for Microsoft going into the next gen. Just like Sony had done with the PlayStation 2, Microsoft had released the Xbox 360 before anyone else could unveil their consoles. This would be the console that made Sony take notice and helped set up the battlefield for the war to come between Sony and Microsoft. The source of this rivalry really dates all the way back to 2000, when the PS2 had launched and Microsoft released the Xbox a year later in 2001, already behind the PlayStation 2. Given the massive lead and the brand familiarity, the PS2 outsold the Xbox 5-1, and cost Microsoft an estimated $5 to $7 billion over the 4 years of the original Xbox's lifespan. Despite having innovations like Xbox Live and a massive success with Halo, people just didn't like the system itself. Of course, Microsoft wasn't the only one with a common enemy. Peter Moore had a bone to pick with Sony. In 1999, he became Sega of America's president just in time for the North American release of Sega's final console, the Dreamcast. Now, the story and history of the Dreamcast is left for another time, but the lifespan of the Dreamcast was short-lived to say the least. There are many factors that led to its demise, but one undisputed factor was the amazing success of the PlayStation 2. It was easy to say that Moore had an axe to grind, as he publicly stated that the PS2 had hurt his console. Moore would leave Sega in 2003 and be picked up by Microsoft to be the VP of Interactive Entertainment. He would leave just in time for the release of Halo 2, and as a publicity stunt, tattooed the release date on his arm. Moore would repeat this stunt for GTA 4. Going into this, Xbox had a mission. They were still the underdogs in this fight, and would need to create a console that could compete with the likes of Sony's PlayStation. Out of the many moves the two companies had made against one another to be the best on the market, there are two pivotal instances, one for each company, that could be described as catastrophic losses. For Microsoft, it was the infamous Red Ring of Death that absolutely destroyed the legacy of the original Xbox 360, and for Sony, it was the PlayStation 3's initial launch. Let's first look at the Red Ring of Death, cited as one of the worst video game hardware failures in modern gaming, with Xbox wanting to be the first on the market ahead of Sony, and Sony working on the PS3 as early as 2001, coming in second place wasn't an option for the team, so corners had to be cut. One of the big ways they cut costs on production was hiring third-party companies to develop chips and hardware for the system. This was cheaper than doing everything in-house, which is what Sony had done previously. This strategy did have some benefits in the short term because IBM ended up selling Microsoft the specs for the PlayStation 3's core processor. Any one of these components from any one of these companies could result in a faulty system. All in all, the new Xbox 360 was made of nearly 1,000 parts from 200 different companies, all in a case that was lighter and smaller than their previous console. Of course, Xbox would have its goal and have a launch date set for the 2005 holiday season, whereas Sony would release the PlayStation 3 in spring of 2006. This left the holiday season all to Microsoft. Near the end of development, Microsoft pulled key developers from Xbox 360 to work on the Zune, the MP3 player that no one remembers. What was perhaps more of a detriment for the Xbox was that Microsoft didn't develop enough debugging and testing machines for their system. This meant that units fresh off the assembly line weren't debugged or optimized to the fullest extent. They saved $2 million on a $25 million deal by ordering just a third of the machines they needed to optimize their systems. Game developers were voicing concerns about the system not being able to handle the games they were making. Often, the system's motherboard would warp and the graphics card would overheat too easily. easily. All of the common complaints had one common theme: heat. The original Xbox 360 generated a lot of heat. All of those components crammed together had very little breathing room and caused the
I have a challenge for all of you. Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and
system to overheat faster than it should have. According to VentureBeat, by 2005, Microsoft's yield on the Xbox was around 68%, which translates to about 1/3 of consoles coming off the line being unshippable to their distributors. Among growing concerns from Microsoft engineers, the top brass at the company made the decision to go ahead and release the console before it was truly ready. Due to a less than satisfactory yield ratio, when the consoles that were good to ship got sold, they were looking at a shortage of consoles. People were having to settle with eBay flippers, and people were upset about the shortage. But the thing is, Microsoft didn't have a shortage. They did have warehouses full of consoles. It's just that they didn't work. Despite all this, victory was still just out of reach. Even after coming out with the hot ticket item and releasing it before Sony, Microsoft still lost to the PlayStation 2 in 2005, which cumulatively sold over 100 million units that holiday season. But of course, aside from the launch, Microsoft set out a new goal for the Xbox 360 in competition with Sony and their upcoming PlayStation 3. First to 10 million wins. There would be an obvious problem with that. The faulty systems Microsoft had shelved were beginning to pile up. Still at a 68% yield rate, some sources had said the number of shelved faulty units were coming up on 500,000. Peter Moore was on the defensive, stating that these failing units were just isolated incidences. However, mounting public opinion wasn't working in Microsoft's favor. It wasn't an epidemic yet, but Microsoft had to do something. Soon after, they released a $199 slim HD DVD drive for the Xbox 360 to compete with Sony's Blu-ray. Halfway through the Xbox 360's lifespan, Microsoft would release a new and improved version of the system called the Xbox 360 Elite that promised bigger and better memory and hardware. To try and attack the cost-effective route, they also released an Xbox Arcade version that was cheaper all around and set at $275. Still, Microsoft engineers were frustrated that they were being told to focus on future products and newer things rather than working on the problem at hand with their failing Xbox 360s. This would all come to a head when nearly a year after launch, the rate at which Xbox 360s were being returned was less than satisfactory. While the top brass were determined to keep moving forward, there was a problem Microsoft could no longer keep sweeping under the rug. The solution the company ended up going with was to extend the warranty of all consoles in the original run by 1 year. However, engineers were still stumped as to what exactly was going on, as the 3 red lights in the red ring of death only signaled a general hardware failure, and a pattern as to what exactly was failing couldn't be found. In the end, Microsoft had to eat the tremendous loss and release newer products like the Elite and Xbox Slim to compensate. While Microsoft's cost of trying to come out ahead came from within by cutting costs and overlooking glaring issues with their products, Sony had the opposite problem. After the massive success of the PlayStation 2, Sony felt like they had nothing to worry about going into the next generation with the PlayStation 3, which they had been developing since 2001. But soon after the launch of the PlayStation 3, things were beginning to look a little odd with Sony. It really all started with the E3 press conference, regarded by many to be the worst in E3 history. PlayStation 3 was already beginning to look a little shaky due to the third console curse, a superstition in the gaming industry that the third console in a franchise is consistently the worst in the lineup. Sony had already gotten some flack at the Consumer Electronics Expo and would completely redesign their system for E3. While they wanted a spring 2006 launch date, many believed it wouldn't make that date. They didn't. It was at E3 2006 where Sony unveiled the new PlayStation 3 to the public and started off with a bombshell people didn't want to hear. The price would be either $499 or $599. This was more than a 100% increase from the PlayStation 2's price. Well, the rhetoric that was being spun at the conference was that the increase in price was justified for the futuristic cutting-edge technology, and that if people really wanted it, working a few extra hours to afford one was all the more worth it. This sentiment of having to to work overtime just to afford this console didn't sit well with anyone. Even some loyal PlayStation fans weren't convinced, and either stuck with the PlayStation 2 or switched to the Xbox 360, which was more appealing this time around to Japanese consumers with their new design. The main reason for this price hike was due to the fact the PS3 had a built-in Blu-ray player. At the time, getting a Blu-ray player for under $600 wasn't too crazy. In their defense, Blu-ray would go on to be a killer to the HD DVD that was being pushed at the time with the Xbox 360. Blu-ray discs held more data and were more durable than DVDs. Xbox would eventually make the switch from HD DVD to Blu-ray in their future devices. Still, at the time, $600 for a new system was just too much for most people. Today's prices still wouldn't come close to the PS3's launch price. Peter Moore of Microsoft was just head over heels for the PS3's launch price, saying in an interview that a customer could buy both an Xbox 360 and a Nintendo Wii combined for less than the price of one PlayStation 3. So what did the Japanese consumer have at launch for the PS3 if they sunk $600 into it? Well, at launch there were only 6 games: Blast Factor, Kido Senshi Gundam Target in Sight, Ridge Racer 7 Miyasoto Miyoshi, Kyodai Naizo Sega Golf Club, Resistance Jinrui Botsuraku no Hi, and Genji Kamui Soran. Needless to say, none of these are award-winning must-haves. While the North American launch titles were much better, it still didn't warrant a $600 price tag. Of course, it wasn't just the price tag that held the PS3 back at launch, but also the hardware. While it was nothing compared to the Red Ring, the PS3's cell processor had some issues. It was marketed to developers as a CPU with tremendous potential, but most developers didn't take the bait, and Xbox ended up having a better rapport with third-party developers. Even Valve wasn't very willing to come on board with the cell processor as it deviated too far from the conventional means. In the end, the cell processor was all that it had promised, but by then it had garnered such a bad reputation that Sony ended up dropping it entirely. As if the hype around the PS3 wasn't shaky enough, the actual launch date itself was plagued with disaster. Not only were there shortages reported throughout the US on launch, but things turned violent. People were shot at, assaulted, and stepped on in order to get their systems, most of which were going to eBay to flip them due to the short supply. In the end, this led to Sony selling just over 500,000 consoles on launch, an absolutely abysmal number compared to the PS2. While the PS3 had a shaky start, perhaps one of the worst launches in gaming history, the PS3 would still go on to outsell the Xbox 360 in its lifespan. It may have lost the early game due to an arrogant mentality that fans will simply work harder to afford their console, but the price of the console would come down, and that is when people began buying them en masse again. While the rivalry between Microsoft and Sony could largely be described as a series of increasingly risky business ventures and innovations in order to one-up each other, on January 20th, 2009, Sony Entertainment chairman Kazuo Hirai was asked about Xbox as a competitor in an interview. He was quoted saying, "You need a word that describes something that lacks longevity. Last time I checked, they've never had a console that's been on the market for more than 4 or 5 years, and we've committed to a 10-year life cycle, so you do the math." This was in the midst of the Xbox's growing red ring of death problem. Of course, Microsoft wasn't going to take this lying down, and later, during an interview with Bitbag, the head of Xbox 360 and Xbox Live Management, Aaron Greenberg, responded to Hirai saying, "This sounds like an old hardware company that's comfortable with its market position. That complacent attitude is out of touch with where the industry and consumer is today," insinuating that Sony as a company had become so complacent that they were no longer willing to innovate their products or games. It wasn't the first time Sony had gotten hostile with words during public events. Earlier that month, Sony took a shot at both Microsoft and Nintendo for selling what Sony considered to be add-ons, noting that the Xbox requires additional money, multiple upgrades, and additional external devices, putting a burden on the wallet and adds clutter to the entertainment center. Xbox 360 spokesperson David Dennis rebutted Sony's harsh statement in an interview with Edge by saying that having 2 different consoles was intended from the beginning, explaining that there existed a console that was more expensive but included a lot of things casual gamers wouldn't need, so the consumer has options when buying an Xbox. However, Dennis then retorted that Sony having one console that was $200 more expensive and had a bunch of features the average gamer wouldn't need wasn't the best strategy given the economic situation. Keep in mind that during this time, the US was going through a recession that started back in 2008. Of course, Sony hasn't always been the one to fire off their mouth first. In May of 2008, Grand Theft Auto 4 was released for both both consoles. And the initial sales report from Newsweek reported that 64% of GTA 4 sales were going to Xbox while the remainder was going to PlayStation. Greenberg once again responded, toting these numbers, saying that these sales results add GTA 4 to a long list of franchises that have switched over from PlayStation to find a new home on Xbox 360, similar to what happened last year with titles like Madden and Guitar Hero. However, there was a small flaw in Greenberg's bragging. At the time, the game was being digitally downloaded 3 times as much on PS3s as Xbox 360s, so the smaller 2-to-1 sales numbers for GTA was technically underwhelming. Sony spokesperson Peter Dill responded by saying that if Microsoft had a 3-to-1 install ratio, they wouldn't be bragging about a 60-40 split in sales with Sony. This kind of one-upmanship was prevalent even in the most recent console reveal. During the Xbox One's coverage, it was revealed that the console was required to be online 24/7, and that backwards compatibility and the idea of used games were going to be a thing of the past. While this might have been thought of at the time as forward-thinking, many people didn't like the idea that they would no longer be able to share physical copies of games or buy used games. To capitalize on this, Sony made a video mocking this decision by having 2 Sony execs demonstrating how you can share games on the PlayStation 4 by simply handing the game off to your friend. The video is now famous, and Microsoft was left with no other option but to backtrack on their original claims. Through their careers, both companies have made claims to their console's success only to be checked by the other side. There are many more examples of this type of banter going on between Sony and Microsoft, but these examples suffice in highlighting the kind of public decorum both companies would take, and how they would respond to any kind of shade being thrown at them. You would think the dust has settled since consoles today are beginning to look more and more alike. Well, sadly, the battle between Sony and Microsoft wages on into this current gen with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Both of these consoles debuted in 2013, and aside from a few blunders in presentation and marketing, performed similarly. But the rivalry between the two companies meant any inch or any innovation warranted a new console, which is why, halfway through the console's life, both Microsoft and Sony released 4K HDR versions of their consoles. The Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro. These aren't new generation consoles, but Microsoft's currently working on what they call the Xbox Scarlet, and Sony is working on what'll undoubtedly be called the PlayStation 5, with speculation saying we might see something in 2020. You can find hundreds of tech articles comparing the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One in regard to graphics, the interface, and power, but when it comes to a war like this, you eventually have 2 systems that basically do the same thing. What really separates these consoles now are the exclusives. Do you like Uncharted? Sony has given us many great exclusives in their lineup, including the entire Uncharted series, Bloodborne, and Spider-Man. Of course, Microsoft has given us its fair share of exclusives as well, with the Gears of War and Halo franchise. 2 franchises that many consider among the greatest and most influential. This rivalry began because one tech giant wanted to enter the ring in the home console market and take down what was at the time the biggest guy in the yard. Microsoft was the David to take on Sony's Goliath, who sat on their laurels and let Microsoft become a top contender because of their arrogance in the mid-2000s. It's really anyone's game to lose at this point, because Nintendo can always announce a new character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and steal both Sony and Microsoft's thunder.
Okay. Okay. As y'all can see, just to say this real quick, this is what I've been saying for years, that PlayStation is better than fucking Xbox.
It's not. It is not. Okay? Sales does not do anything.
Oh, come on! I know you heard the video. What?
Halo is better than any game.
Oh, I gotta give it to you. I do like Halo.
Yeah.
I do like Halo. You know what I'm saying? But it's not better than Andromeda, though. It's not better than that.
I don't even know what that game is.
Yeah, I know you don't. Like I've been saying, y'all, alright, PlayStation is better than fucking Xbox.
No, it is not.
Any day. Look, first of all, we outsold y'all Xbox loving asses motherfucking more than once. Y'all, we've been leaving Xbox in the dust.
Hello, I'm Amusement. Sorry for interrupting. Subscribe to our channel, Tony&AMUSEMent. Subscribe to mine, Amusement. And follow my Insta, which will probably pop up because I can't remember the name. Yeah.
least we didn't raise our prices for the Blu-ray DVDs.
Say what?
At least we didn't raise our prices for the Blu-ray DVDs.
Man, wait a minute, hold on. First of all, when it comes to high marketing, if my shit is selling like a damn fucking gorilla giant, hell yeah, I'm gonna raise the prices a little bit. That's more cash. It's about marketing, man.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to buy it.
First of all, people did buy it while you bullshitting. People did buy it. It might didn't sell as much as it should have, but people did buy it. Okay, but they still outsold fucking Microsoft. Even the PS5 outsold Microsoft.
Because there was problems with the Xbox.
Man, yeah, and there always gonna be problems.
Yeah, and you guys had problems too.
Not as much as Xbox.
Xbox just smoked.
At least we can find our damn problem. Xbox can't even find their damn problem with their shit.
Yeah, fucking PlayStation.
Oh, I'm so glad that we did this one because this is proof. This is proof that I've been saying for years, man, that Xbox cannot fuck with PlayStation, man. I'm a station man. Okay, all right.
I'm an Xbox person, bro.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Dev Toll. I'm sorry. Amusement. He is a Xbox box head, okay? I'm a station head.
Yeah! Okay, hold on. My face is symmetrical. it's a weird. I don't know the word because I'm not. I didn't mess with fractions.
I got to look here, y'all. Look. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I know some of y'all are probably like, "What in the world? Wow, are you serious?" A lot of y'all did not know this, but they have been in competition for a long time. Okay?
Oh no, everyone knows it, my guy.
I mean, no, not everyone. Some people don't. That's why I'm saying this for the people that don't know. All right? They have been in competition.
Nintendo snuck in, bro.
Yeah, Nintendo came in through the back door, so hey, you know, we had to do our thing. And you know what?
But we don't talk about Nintendo.
But who remembers Dreamcast? Do you remember that game system, the Dreamcast? You know,
no.
You might have not been born, so hey, that's what happens when you're young.
I was born in 2007. Excuse you.
Yeah, exactly. You do not know the Dreamcast. Dreamcast was long gone after you came along. So, see, this is what happens when you're born and you miss all the good stuff. But you do some research and stuff like that. That way you can, get a feel for it.
Even with all this,
to be honest with you, I hated Dreamcast. I hated Dreamcast though. I hated it. So.
Don't even know it.
Yeah, but what did you say?
Even with all this fake proof, I still think Xbox is better.
Fake proof?
Fake. I still think Xbox is better.
What? Oh, come on, man. Well, you know what? Hey, man, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember something. Xbox did need thousands of other pieces from other companies just to put one damn console together because they shit wasn't working out. But okay. You feel how you want to feel, okay? PlayStation rules.
Okay, anyway. Fuck yourself.
I'm glad we watched this video. It's like a whole punch to your face amusement.
No.
Yes, it is. Numbers don't lie, buddy.
Numbers sometimes lie.
Oh, hell. What the hell ever, man. You silly as hell, man. Crazy. So, what else can we talk? What else can we learn from this amusement? Go ahead, brother. What else can we learn from this?
Apparently, DVD Blu-ray players are very expensive.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, look, put it like this here. When they came out, because I remember when they came out, you know what I'm saying, with the station, and it had the built-in Blu-ray player, and I was like, oh, man, I said, this shit here is going to be the livest year ever. And so many people, and a lot of my friends at that time, we all got one. And when I say it was live, it was incredible. It was astonishing. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew within that same year, Xbox was trying to compete, and I'm glad they showed that little damn Blu-ray DVD disc holder. I was like, that shit was lame. That was lame for Xbox. Y'all did better, you know what I'm saying? You went taking Sony's idea and put a built-in Blu-ray, but y'all come out with an extra, like y'all always, like Xbox always have extra pieces and shit. Like PlayStation could put everything in one damn system, but y'all, the Xbox gotta have a piece for this, another piece for that, a whole nother set for that. Like that's just ridiculous.
It adds more character.
Character my ass looked like a whole goddamn pile of junk, if you ask me.
And yet it still worked marvelously.
I bet it did. Maybe for you. You know, I just don't like Xbox. You know, I guess. You know, but anyway, no beef. I love Microsoft. Y'all are a great company. I love Sony more.
We make great
Y'all are
Windows.
a great company. Say what?
We make great window computers that will sometimes lag throughout time. Yeah. Good memories.
Mm-hmm. Anything you want to add, man? Before we get out of here, man, we appreciate y'all coming to the show and watching the show. Click on this video, y'all.
Yes, even if we barely talked, but
yeah.
One thing to add. Xbox is better than PlayStation. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. We're ending it. It's better. It's better.
Okay. Well, we'll let him, for all the station lovers, we'll let him feel the way he feels. Okay.
Go fuck yourself,
we know what. Wait. We got to give him just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Commentary, man, because they've been waiting on us to talk. So we just can't end it just yet. Not just yet. We'll give y'all a few more minutes. Come on, a few more minutes. Okay, but before we move on, y'all, okay, if you would like to be a guest on our show, man, go ahead and hit us up on our email, TONY&AMUSEMENT@gmail.com for a live screening. Or phone screening, we can hit you up three-way, or you can come right here to the show, and we'll do it live. Okay? All right, Also, download the BeGo app and follow your boy, me, TonyRealTheGod. All right? If you like BeGo, if you know what it is, download the app, follow me. Tony Real the God, all right, on BeGo, okay? So, also, man, donate to the channel today. Donate, all right? Donate to the channel today, man, so we can keep this thing going for y'all, man. Hashtag Big Tony Main. Amusement, you have one?
No.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. Whatever y'all donate, I'll make sure Amusement get his portion so that he can make sure on his end to put it toward the show, because all your donations will go toward the show, so I appreciate that. Appreciate y'all. So I'm going to throw this up here. Hashtag Big Tony Main. Donate today to support the channel. All right, y'all? Thank you. So let's continue, man. What else you want to say about Xbox that makes it better than PlayStation?
Honestly, when they released the Xbox One, we could play we could play games from like the old Xbox 360s and put them into our PlayStation Xbox One, and it'd work. And also Skate 3, amazing. I love that game so much.
So what you trying to say, Station couldn't do that?
I don't think so. Never paid attention to PlayStation.
Yeah,
well, no, I hated them.
I'm going to tell you that it can. We did it first before y'all did it. See, I'm a station man, so I know these things. You know what I'm saying?
Xbox PlayStation. I'm an Xbox person, my guy. Amazing.
Well, you know what? You know about Xbox. I know about PlayStation.
Bro, at least the controller doesn't look weird.
What?
Like ours.
What? Y'all controller is the worst looking design I've ever fucking seen.
Yours is worst.
No, y'all
X for A. Oh my god.
What the hell? No. What the hell? No. First of all, y'all the ones have fucking letters. We have shapes. Okay?
Yeah, shapes.
All right? Y'all the ones with the fucking letters. Letters and shit.
We have better.
Really? Y'all, what's this shit? X and Y. The yellow button is Y. The B. y'all have a weird design. It's all bulky looking. It looks like a pile of shit. You know, you have a weird design.
Yours is weirder. The joysticks are even.
No, when I grab an Xbox remote, I can feel it all through my hand. The PlayStation remote, it's for handheld gaming. You can wrap your fingers around the stick and you can play with just your thumbs.
I could do that.
Yeah, But Xbox, you gotta play with this, not just your thumb, but your finger.
Hold on.
And you gotta play with everything else. It's a weird design. It's a weird design, amusement. Come on, really?
No.
Really?
This is better.
Look at that. Look at that. Put it in the camera. Put it in the camera. That is hold on. Let me blow you up. Let me blow you up. That's a weird design. A weird design.
No, it's
hold
better.
on. Let me blow you up.
Better.
Oh crap! It won't even let me do it. That's okay. Well, all right, look. But yeah, put it in the camera. That's a weird design. No. Just hold it like this.
Better.
Hold it like this. Show the camera. Hold it like this. Yeah, hold on. Then let me get mine. All right. I got my PS4. I got my PS4. I got my PS4 in the living room, but this is the PS3 remote. But it's the same design as a PS4. Hold up, and look what we can do. Look what we can do. Yeah, can y'all do that? There it is. There it is. There it is, everybody. PS4 remote, better design than Xbox. As you can see, we can hold the remote. Let's see you be able to hold like this. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, you can't, because your damn hands and our patents are open like shit. See? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You got to do all this shit. You got to use your whole damn hand. Look, we can do this, and we just use our thumbs. Look, boom. Oh, D-pad. Oh, button. Oh. Y'all got to, yes, and do this shit. See, we ain't got to do all that. We can use one finger for everything. Damn near.
It's more challenging.
It's more challenging. Look here. Whoever's watching this video, if you're watching this video, put in the comments which one is better. Put the remote up. Put the remote up, amusement. All right? I want y'all to take a vote. All right? Would you rather PS4 remote or Xbox faulty design? All right? Which one? So please comment. All right? Look, if we get, let's just say if we get 50 comments, I'll cash app you $20. $20.
Me?
All right. I'll cash app $20.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Give me 20 bucks.
If we get 50 comments, all right, and look, if we get 50 comments, and out of those 50 comments, if we have more comments agreeing with the PlayStation remote, I will cash app you $20. All right, $20. I will divvy up the comments. Keep the remote up. I will divvy up the comments and see if the PlayStation remote is more preferred than the Xbox faulty design remote.
Oh, go fuck
I will.
This is better.
I will cash app you $20. Okay.
Now you're bribing them.
What's $20? What's $20, y'all? It's nothing, right? Look, that $20 can go toward a PS4 remote. You might need to get your other $20. All right, it can go. It can go toward a digital download. You know, whatever you want to use the $20 for, some cigarettes, a burger. But if you want the $20, if you cool with that, hey, I'll cash app it to you. If you don't want the $20, then you go ahead with the Xbox. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the best design. We can do this. We can do this. With the Xbox.
We can play like this.
Yeah, that's how y'all gotta play. That's how y'all gotta play. Y'all gotta use your whole hand just to play. Look at that. Look at that. We ain't gotta use our whole hand. Look at this. Look. This is how we can play. Look, thumbs. And look, see our fingers? We can tap. Yeah. But see, we can use this and just use our thumbs. Y'all use all this and all that and bulky. It looks all bulky. You ain't got a closed fist with it. No. Better design. I'm sorry, y'all.
Wow.
PS4 is the shit. Okay? 50 comments, y'all. Whoever, if there's more that agree with the PS4 design, I'll cash up you $20. If there's a less, then hey, maybe amusement will cash up you $20.
I have no money.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry about it. All right. Matter of fact, I'll cash up you $20, and you need to come and be a guest on the show so that we can hear your opinion. What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy TONYREALTHEGOD, man. Hey, I just wanted to interrupt for just a second. I know y'all were enjoying the video, but make sure y'all subscribe to our channel, Tony and Amusement, and turn on that bell notification. All right. You don't want to miss anything we have in store for y'all. Also, follow me on the Bigo app. All right. Right there. Right above the screen. The Bigo app. All right. And make sure you follow me right there again. Facebook. All right. And make sure you follow me right here. All right. Instagram. All right. And make sure you also look at my second channel, TONYREALTHEGOD Chronicles. All right. And if you like what you see on TONYREALTHEGOD Chronicles, trust me, everybody likes it. Everybody loves the channel way better than me. All right. Subscribe, turn your bell notification. All right. Holla at your boy, man. This is Tony and Amusement, and we are here to entertain and commentate. Holla at your boy.
Yeah.
All right. Be a guest. Come be a guest. Okay? That way we can hear your opinion. You are the winner, so hey, you the winner of the lottery, so come on the show. All right? All right. So, I know you think, Amusement, that this may have been just so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So, but I'm a PlayStation man. You know what I mean? Like we said before, they've been in Rivalry for a long time, y'all. But I've been saying this for years that PlayStation will always sell out more. Always. Microsoft is always going to be the foxtail. Always. They will never be the head of the fox. They will always be the tail.
Because Microsoft started way before. Microsoft started, like... Sony started earlier before Microsoft, so...
I mean, hey, they just have the better tools, the better engineering. It is what it is.
No, it's because they're a large company.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's crazy. This is a prime example of not accepting the L, people. Not accepting
Oh my God.
Microsoft, L. Matter of fact, Microsoft, 0. Sony, 1 million. 1 million. 1 million. Been whooping your asses. Take that. Come on, accept it, man. Take the L.
Better.
Take the L, man. Take the L, Amusement.
Nah.
See, look, y'all see how the other hosts do? Y'all see how he do? He don't want to take the L because he's an Xbox guy, so he don't want to take the L. He don't want to take the L. Hey, I enjoy winning. See that W? I enjoy winning.
Yeah,
W.
we definitely know.
Yes, we do.
Did you just make a W with one hand?
No, I made it with 3 fingers and spread them out. W. Seriously? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Don't do that. Oh yeah, how about these two? You piece of shit. Yeah, Screw you, DT. Screw you. All right.
Saying Sony's better, motherfucker.
Why come you gotta have the ER at the end? See, we talked about this. This. Yeah, he's a motherfucker.
I can, bro.
Motherfucker. Why do you curse like that, motherfucker? Why do you do
Because
that?
I want to. It's better.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Say it again.
Grammar.
Say it again.
Motherfucker.
See, motherfucker. Like, what is that shit? Oh my God. We say motherfucker. Y'all say motherfucker. I guess y'all have
that's white people talk. I'm just surrounded by white people, so I guess it just spreads on me.
Wow. Crazy, man. Anything else you want to add, man? Anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay.
Xbox is better.
PlayStation is better. Man, we'll be at this all night. We're not going to come to agree with nobody, so we appreciate y'all watching, man. As y'all can see that, the other host doesn't want to take the L and admit that station is better than Xbox. But we'll let him decide for himself.
Huh?
Yeah. Have you ever played the PlayStation? No?
How do I what?
Have you ever played the PlayStation?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of.
And you're saying you don't like it?
No, because it's uncomfortable to play with the controller.
It's uncomfortable to play with the controller.
The joysticks are on the same level. Not like that. No, what?
And it's uncomfortable for us station players to play with that piece of crap Xbox. But okay.
I had to learn to play with the Xbox again after playing for several days on the PlayStation.
Oh, okay. All right, well. You know what? To the viewers, hey, y'all, look. let me tell y'all like this: the numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? Obviously, Sony is on top of their game. They are, you know what I'm saying? They are initializing in the marketplace, and they are not stopping, man. You know what I mean? So I really hope Sony continues to make great and marvelous gaming systems. I love the PS5, of course. You know what I mean? The PS5 and the PS4 does have, like, they're pretty much
Although
on
you
the same
can't get
level
your hands
as.
on it.
What'd you say?
Although you can't get your hands on the PS5.
You said I can't?
Yeah,
Oh, so you don't think I already do?
you know?
That's a dang shame. Do you really? Do you really
There's
think?
no way you got the PS5.
Say, I don't tell you and everybody everything. There's a lot of things I got that people don't know I got. All right, just put it like that. But I do enjoy playing it every chance that I get. I just don't want to reveal it. You know, because once I reveal to people that I have the damn thing, they're gonna be like, "What? I didn't know you had that." You know, so no, I just want to keep that to myself. Because everybody and their mama be trying to come over, especially if I tell everybody. You know what I mean? So now look, you know, now you just made me just blurt it out.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to keep it a secret.
Uh-huh.
Didn't want nobody to really know. You know what I mean? Well, my kids didn't hear me there and there, so they didn't hear me. You know what I mean? But I do, you know, I got it put up. So don't, you know, I know, yeah. Everybody wants to, everybody. But you know, I've been playing my PS4, so. But I do have the PS5 put up though. I got it put up because I'm not ready to operate the exclusiveness for the house yet. Once the kids see it, once my kids see it, once DJ see it, he gonna want to play it too. But of course, now I just exposed it, so I'm pretty sure when you know when DJ watch this video, you know he's gonna know now that I have the goddamn thing, and he's gonna probably ask me where it's at, where you hiding it. None of your business. None of your business. Just know I got that goddamn PS4 up in there. There you go. Yeah, just know that. Shit. Anyway, so hey, could you ever see yourself just one day just playing a PlayStation for a year?
Oh, you motherfucker. PlayStation's go play Xbox for once.
I have played Xbox for a year before. I'm just trying to put the challenge on you now.
I played it for 7 days, couldn't take it.
Oh wow,
So confusing.
you suck. You suck.
It was so confusing. The home button, I don't know where it is. The home button's small.
Okay, well I guess you just a hater of the PlayStation.
At least we know where our home button is. Ooh,
What?
home button.
What? You trying to say where's the look, home button is right. The home button is right here. It's right there. You see that?
The home button's
it's
small,
right there.
bro. It's
Yeah, but
small.
you can't miss it. Y'all have the biggest look. Put that shit up. Put it up.
We can't miss ours either,
Put
bro.
it up. Move your finger. Move your finger so we can see the home button. Do you see that? Do you see that?
It's big.
Who needs it? No, that home button is like it's a big size for somebody that's fucking blind. Y'all are blind as hell. At least we can see our damn home button. At least we can feel for ours. Look, we ain't gotta look down and press the home button.
It's
Y'all
coming
do.
from a blind man.
You're blind. Well, let's just hope Sony and Microsoft don't try to mess with us behind giving our opinions and how we feel about their products. Let's hope this isn't some sort of what they call it, bashing or whatever. You know, that's not what we're doing. We're just talking because we're two loyal fans at that. You know, on the product.
I'd clash swords with you.
Yeah, okay.
If
yeah,
you
and
try.
guess what? You crossed swords with me, and guess what? You got impaled. You are dead, motherfucker. You are dead. So I don't want to hear that shit. You are dead. Your numbers don't lie. Hey, Sony, keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. Keep it up, man. We in this thing, man. Let's keep whooping ass in the marketplace, and right with these numbers. Let's keep whooping ass and bringing out better and greater and more designs. Keep whooping ass.
At least we could travel portably with ours.
Oh, and you saying the station can't travel portably?
No, they can.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah. You damn right. Yeah, see? Yeah, you ever heard of remote play, motherfucker? Remote play? Yeah, exactly. Which means we can put our drawer stick on our cell phone and walk around the city and play the game on our phone from our PlayStation.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah, but we came up with it first. Yeah, how about that? How about
Proof does not prove that yet.
Oh, proof does not prove that yet?
Yeah. There's no logic saying that you guys came up with it first.
Oh, okay. All right, whatever. Then you know what? Get your proof, and I'll have mine.
Aight.
And then the next show we'll use it as a sidebar, and we'll show, and I will show that Sony came up with the idea first. As always, because Xbox is always biting off Sony any damn way. Copycats. Yeah, put your face in the camera. Yeah, put your face in the camera.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Target copied HEB, everything.
No. We're not talking about no goddamn stores.
Everything is copied each other thing.
Ah, whatever. It's called individuality. Coming up with ideas on your own for your software, for your company. And that's what Sony has done. All right. They may have partnered with other companies and had, and used other ideas, but they have never did the same as other companies. They always came up with their own idea to compare. You see? So get off. Yeah, that's right. Maybe, you know what? This would have been a good show to have DJ on.
Yeah, DJ,
oh yeah, that's right. No. 2 station players against 1 Xbox.
No, motherfucker. Meanwhile, PC's beating both of us right now.
Well, okay, yeah, PC gaming is whooping both of us. PC gaming is whooping the hell out of Sony and Microsoft right now when it comes to PC gaming. No! So yeah, PC is tearing their ass up. Huh?
PC could play every game without having one single console.
That is true.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, man? Let's get out of here. We appreciate everybody coming, man. Appreciate y'all clicking on this video.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Xbox is still better, but PC will always be better.
Oh my God, man. Whatever, man. Station always rules. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna get out of here, man. If you'd like to be a guest once again, man, hit us up on our email. All right, TONY&AMUSEMENT@gmail.com for a live screening, 3-way phone call, or a pre-recorded, whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with. And don't forget to download the BGO app. All right, hit your boy up, TonyRealTheGod.
And follow me on Insta.
App. And follow Amusement on Instagram, and also follow me on Facebook, Insta. All that good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Also, donate today. All right. Donate today to support the channel, man. # Big Tony Main. All right. So I appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching us sit here and debate and
argue
and debate and go back and forth about who's better, who's greater. But we appreciate y'all, man. For the love on this video, man. Appreciate it. And y'all let us know what else y'all would like us to talk about. We can take suggestions. That's cool. You know what I mean? We always talk and come up with ideas. Right after this show, we're gonna talk about the next show. So y'all be good out there, man, and stay safe. All right, y'all. All right. Anything else, music? Anything else, man?
Have an amazing rest of your day.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. Yeah. Station rules.
Motherfucker! You really had to put it in the last one.